Mic test, mic test. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the MSS MENA 7x7 Challenge SG Qualifier 2024. My name is Brian. We are here today to look at the top GT7 drivers in Singapore to qualify to represent Singapore at the MENA 7x7 Challenge Finals. They will be racing against the top MENA GT7 drivers. Okay, wait, I go center a bit. Hey. Hi. Well, welcome to the MENA MSS 7x7 Challenge 2024 SG Qualifier. My name is Brian. We are here today to watch the top GT7 drivers from Singapore try and fight it out to qualify to represent Singapore in the MENA 7x7 Challenge 2024. What the challenge is about is they would race against the top GT7 drivers from the MENA region, or basically the Middle East and North Africa region. Raceroom franchise. In fact, all 5 drivers today we see are big fans of the Gran Turismo franchise. And of course, you can see that there is a little penalty on top. That's because he cut the track. So what happens is, within Gran Turismo itself, they actually have the in-game penalty system. And they would be forced, like you can see, they will be forced to decelerate at the next penalty line. So what he's trying to do now, he's going to the left side of the track, or the right side of the track, pardon me. And of course, he will then be forced to slow down. But not to worry, if you think they're going to crash, they would not, because in this game, we are on the sim, right? So there is this thing called ghosting. The idea of ghosting is so that we do, when these penalties do in fact happen, they do not actually go and cause a collision on circuit. Now we can see they're really doing very good lap times. They are now, this is still practice session, of course. This is the out lap for all of them. And we see Crimson Mac going across the line on his first out lap. So now, this is in fact the qualifying session for the drivers. Oh, you can see him drifting all over the corner, down the first corner. It's a tricky corner. Don't look at Deep Forest Raceway as a fictional track, but think about it as a very technical circuit that will test the driver's abilities to negotiate all the different corners. Look at this particular section. Right, it's so many left, right, and it is really challenging. So of course, for race 1, we will see the drivers driving the Toyota GR Yaris RZ High Performance 2020, and of course in race 2, we will see the drivers driving the Toyota Tundra TRD Pro 2019, and of course for race 3, the Toyota GR Supra Racing Concept 2018. Now, just a little bit more about the GR Yaris RZ High Performance 20. Of course, this is actually the first model, the first edition, or what they call the first edition for customers who are buying the GR Yaris RZ. Now, the GR Yaris is a 1.6-litre 3-cylinder turbo 4-wheel drive car. Now, this car, if you look at it, it's created for the sole purpose for Toyota's foray into the World Rally Championship. Now, this is also Toyota also wanted to create this as a sports car. So Toyota CEO wanted this to be a sports car that is purely developed by Toyota themselves. Because if you know, the 86 and the GR Supra, they are both partnered with other car brands. Now, of course, we are also going into today's race. The racetrack that they will be racing today would be the Deep Forest Raceway. Now, this track, it's in the middle of the woods of Switzerland. But don't look at the track, like I said, don't look at the track as a very simple track. It's actually a very difficult track for the drivers to drive on. Now they have many undulating turns, many sweeping corners, right? Even at the very back straight, where they have a very nice long straight down the tunnels, there is a very sharp left-hand hairpin that they need to negotiate. So imagine coming through high speed through the corners, through down the straight, and then into a hard braking zone on turn 14, where we will see the driver slow down. I think that would also be a very good hot spot to see overtake actions from all the drivers. Now, of course, you can see the track map and the beautiful GR Yaris. I would love to sit in one. I would love to drive one. I would love to race one even. But you can also see on the left, it is the track, Deep Forest Raceway, on its full course. Yeah, go ahead.
Can start down below.
Eh?
On
Eh?
that way.
Eh? Not me, eh? But anyways, back to this. You can see how. I've talked about this. I don't know how. I don't know what else you want me to talk about this. I'm sorry. Okay. I'll just repeat myself. All right. All right, because we are doing some little tests. The Toyota GR Yaris is the GR Yaris RZ High Performance 20 is a car, the sports car developed by Toyota themselves. It is a 1.6 litre 3-cylinder turbo engine, 4-wheel drive. So it's a very nimble car. It's a very, very fast car as well. Now the idea of the GR Yaris actually is, it's Toyota's entry into the World Rally Championships.
Can you try not to move? Just want to test one.
Sorry, I realize I've been moving a lot. I'm sorry. Okay. You want me to turn off the receiver? I don't need the receiver. It's fine. You want me to turn off the receiver? The one for the ear? This one, right?
No.
Is this one?
The receiver.
This one is the receiver. The other side. I don't need the receiver because actually if we are gonna, there is not much. Ooh, cool. Okay. Okay. All right, for the first race, the drivers will be driving the Toyota GR Yaris RZ High Performance 2020 on the beautiful Deep Forest Raceway circuit. Now, the Toyota GR Yaris RZ High Performance 20 is a 4-wheel drive, 1.6 litre, 3-cylinder engine. Now, designed as the base vehicle for Toyota's foray into the World Rally Championships, Toyota CEO also wanted a sports car that was developed purely by the automaker themselves, as the 86 and the GR Supra were developed with other car brands. Will develop with other car brands. Now, the track that they'll be going on is the Deep Forest Raceway. This is an original track by the Gran Turismo franchise. Now, it's located in the thick wooded forest of Switzerland. Right, this 4.25 kilometer track features undulating corners, tight bank corners, as well as long sweeping turns. Now, this track is deceptively difficult to drive on, with a very long back straight, going through a very nice tunnel, a very, very scenic tunnel, and of course, a very steep left hairpin. So now that's going to be a very hard braking point, and of course if we see the drivers being very close together, that is also going to be a very good overtaking opportunity. So the participants today, we have 5 of them. We have Ethan Yeo, we have Zaim, we have John, we have Izu, and we have one last guy. All these drivers are really, really enthusiasts of the Gran Turismo franchise. They have been driving on it for the longest time. And of course, we have actually familiar faces that are here for this qualifier today. Both Ethan Yeo and Zaim Rashid actually have competed at the local stage as well and at the regional level as well, representing Singapore at the TGR Cup. So of course, this is the Toyota Gazoo Racing Cup. And of course, for Zaim and for Ethan, they have both done podium finishes for 3 consecutive years. That's how fast and how good and experienced that they are in Gran Turismo 7. And of course, now we are in the midst of the practice session for the drivers. It's going to be... All right, we're going to go for a very short commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Oh, there's another switch there.
This is where you turn it off and on. Because he really got standby.
Oh.
His memory gets clogged up and
Then he starts to get longer.
very long.
Okay, okay.
There's a switch here.
Okay,
Otherwise,
okay.
If you don't see it, there should be a red light on.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Ah.
You see? I turn it off first.
Okay.
Then when you turn this on,
It's together with the multi-gang thing.
anyway, so.
Yeah. But yeah, this is. I will set it the
But
screen back.
I don't have just one PS4 one. I
I
have
know you have
multiple.
one more. You have one more, but I